favor of doing bad RDL. Now working the RDL as an assistance exercise. And weight loss will help position. So,
really tall people, like
no difference.
But
It's all relative.
6'4", 6'5".
No
Well,
collecting.
I'm just saying, I have a client who's like, there's two different parts of his back. There's his, his upper, his thoracic, his cervical, and then his lumbar sacrum is just cracked.
Typically, they'd be better with a narrower stance and narrower grip. And you close them off, and they can't throw all the extra motion. Let's see you do one. Just like but depending on their arm length and torso length, I mean, it's going to be again like how Susie's range look versus Pat's. We're squatting those morphic type where they just come together. Let's see him deadlift it up. Go ahead, I'm just going to watch it. He's got about a hip-ish width stance. That looks good. Keep it if you want. I want to know what you think.
Well, it's just, I have this guy, like his lower back looks like it's rounded, but up top, I mean, he's pulling back as hard as he can.
So that's flexing there. Yeah, that's
But I can't seem to get him to really.
So this is rounding out.
Yeah. So and his lower back is rounding out real bad.
You can't do this with much weight at all, but whether you have a band around the waist or if you come in here, look his hips, go down slow. And you can't go anywhere. So if you start to throw under, pump in there, and I'm going to block that position. First, go come back up, reset them to the top, reset number 2. And I'm getting him to work his hips correctly, working his hands correctly there. I mean, but, without seeing it, that's all I can think of. And knowing what all the problems are.
What else can tell you? He's
a waiter's bow trap bar guy.
Yeah, he's
my
parallel is
Mike waiter's bow. He doesn't do many RDL. I mean, it's just not even. It's not even possible. It's a great exercise, but you also have to just be able to do it.
Do it after accessory.
He might be able to, but he might. I've actually had people do surprisingly well good mornings. Over like John Timber doesn't do RDLs. He does a good morning every day when he does trap bar for his deadlift and his RDL day. So we don't do the RDL accessory, but I just as slow as they move in the morning and trying to get it on, it's not wasting my time. 2 people at once on that. So hyper extension work for him.
He's been doing it. His range of motion is definitely. We've just been doing body weight. It's all about the range of motion.
That's the whole point. So be able to bend the body weight and not going to this all the time. That's why we want to do it, not going there. So hypers, good mornings, trap bar. And as long as he's 7'3", 7'6", best we can do to restore mobility and range of motion. Be strong enough.
Yeah. What about your shoulders going past your hips on hyper extension?
Depends on the rest of the picture. It's more forgiving, but I would block him if it's too excessive. Yeah. If we're at 90 degrees of the hips, it's serving its purpose, and I can't see much benefit going beyond that unless they had some extreme athletic need for it. But the goal being, can they bend 90 degrees of the hips, and that's kind of the same standpoint as getting to that position there, hips and shoulders in line. And I'm using that to develop the core, basically to protect the spine, but also so I can get to the RDL correctly. And so as long as I get that range, and coming from phase 1 and with anybody out of the gate, that's just like getting a good suave squat and all those things. It's on top priority. It's on the top 3 list of building the hyperextension. So there's no back injuries in the first place. And when they sit in the leg press, they already are in a better position. They sit down right, and they're not going to curl under. And their deadlifts and squats are always routine. Their bench presses are going to be better. They're in perfect posture that way. So. I almost would say that if that's a deficit right away, it's something that maybe you need to be in every single workout in phase 1. Instead of doing a lot of bird dogs and stuff like that, you could probably, if you're working fast and get it done, maybe do balls, but I think it's that important. You can't bend over, that's a big problem.